got Susan F. Lori Little Twist is in the house with her kitty cat watching TV. Hello there, everybody. Welcome, Trina. Welcome, Liana. Everybody's starting to come in. Nice to see you there. So, Barb, Tom, how you doing tonight?
Finer than
Good. How are you?
Yeah.
Good.
Absolutely great.
Yep.
So I'm glad Tom got a good laugh off of me before the show, and Barb about spit her drink out. I love it. You know, everybody gets a good laugh every once in a while.
Yeah.
But yeah. So welcome everybody. Welcome. So hello Blazer. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you here. So yeah. So what are we going to talk about tonight?
Well, I have a question though. I wanted to. Laurie Sue is saying, has anybody happened to have watched Sasquatch Sunset? I'm not sure what that is.
Is this a joke?
I don't know if that's true. Are we walking into something, Laurie Sue?
I know, right? I'm afraid.
What is that? Do you guys know? I don't know. Does anybody know?
I mean, is this a joke? Is this for real?
I don't know.
Tom's laughing. That's why I'm asking.
I will Google it.
Last time I Googled something on the air,
I know.
I was so embarrassed. Yeah.
Oh, she said it's a real movie.
Okay. All right.
Oh, is that the one about the that's the one, yeah. That's the one where they I haven't seen it. Where they have the maybe you can play the
Is that the one where the doofuses are out in the woods? They try to catch it, and the guy rips his arms off, and the guy tries to.
I don't know. This is the one with the family. Like it's the actual. It's about a Sasquatch family, but I mean, it's people in costumes. I don't know. Maybe you can wait. Can you pull up the?
Yeah, what is it called? Sasquatch.
Sunset Sasquatch.
Sunset Sasquatch or Sasquatch?
Yep.
Y'all.
Sunset Sasquatch.
Sunset Sasquatch. All right.
Yeah.
Y'all better not be punking me. Sass. Squatch. All right. Let's see here. Oh no, it is. Okay. All right. I'm down with it. Let me share my screen.
Tom Cantrell down in the Tom Cantrell.
I know. I almost said the same thing. I was like, damn, you almost punked me out on that. All right, here we go. So it is actually a movie. You get it on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, that's the ratings. It's on where to watch YouTube subscription.
It's actually poignant.
So yeah. So I don't know. Can we play the trailer, or are we gonna get dinged on that if we play the trailer?
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll probably get dinged on that. Yeah, they're pretty.
Probably not a trailer. A trailer should be good. That's open advertising.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, if we do, I'll take the ding. Yeah, I got dinged before on a trailer.
Did you?
Really?
Uh-huh.
You know, you never know what they're going to do about anything. Oh, geez. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Christina, clip that.
Oh no! We're so sorry, YouTube.
Yeah, oh my God.
Okay, never mind. They should have like a warning on them.
Who? It ain't funny, little twist. Who recommend that? Because I'm banning them.
Laurie,
I'm being myself.
We're the dumb ones that play the trailer without, like, yeah.
I know. What the hell? What? I mean.
Oh, Laurie said, "Oh, I have no idea. My virgin eyes just saw."
I think the answer to that question is no. We don't know anything about the movie.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is the time that we're supposed to play this. Hold on. Where's it at? Here we go.
Tonight I'm not even responsible for my own opinions.
Oh my God. Right out of the gate. What the hell?
So
yeah, I'll get Christina to clip that.
Tom, with all your experience, have you ever witnessed something like that in the
hell, Tom, don't answer that.
No, I mean with Bigfoot, not with like personally. Have you ever seen anything?
Oh my God.
No, I have not. I have never watched them in their family relations. No.
Roger, stop it. It ain't funny.
It is too funny.
And right off the bat, right off the bat, they have to.
I mean, really?
That. Oh gosh.
Unbelievable.
Well, that was funny.
Well, that was a great way to start anyway. I mean,
I never would have expected that.
No, that's not anything I would have expected.
No. Oh my gosh.
Lori says, I must have missed that scene.
You know, I wonder
he said it's up.
Laurie, so did you see it? Because you know what? A lot of times they will put things in trailers that they cut out of movies. But hey, Chiro Sounds.
Oh, she missed that one. Well, Lord have mercy.
You missed it. You have to go back. Don't leave the show.
Tell
you
her
have
that.
to go back.
And I was going to comment on how much I like that scene in our opener of the space of the launch of the shuttle.
Yeah,
you know, that kind of blew that one right out the window.
Lori says, I did go back and watch it. Yeah.
Now, where do we go from there?
I just.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
I cannot believe that. That was like.
We just played the trailer for, what was it?
Sasquatch.
Because we were all like, oh, we haven't seen it. And wow, right off the
what?
bat.
Oh, yeah.
It was
just rewind 45 seconds to, well, actually 2 minutes now. Go ahead, Blazer. Go ahead.
Not only am I going to get named,
I'm going to get, I'm glad I didn't announce a sponsor on that.
I
know. I mean, even the sound effect.
I know. God. Oh, brother. Why?
Amy, take me with you.
Oh my God! I couldn't hit a button. I couldn't turn it off.
Yeah.
Right. I was in panic mode. You know, I froze.
That's
I was
right,
like, Lori. Yeah, I think Lori just disappeared.
She's probably laughing. I think she said she peed herself.
Yeah, a little twisted.
Somebody did. No, maybe that was Rod, and I'm not.
Thank God I marked all my videos not safe for kids.
For real.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Laura.
There she is.
I didn't even say for 81-year-olds.
And Tom's like, sure, it'll be fine.
I know, right? I kept saying, are y'all punking me out? Are y'all punking me out? You're like, no, it's okay. Go ahead, Grizzly. Play.
Hey, I've got to watch one of those every once in a while just to see if I remember anything.
Tom, damn.
Oh my God.
Oh my Lord. Boy, where's Rebecca when we need her ass? Amy, you're not right. Did you
where is
Rebecca? Yeah, I know, right?
You know, I remember how am I going to put this without getting in? Somebody had on their Facebook page, and it was on YouTube, a video of something similar. Hey, Greg.
Oh God bless Greg. You missed it. Oh my God, did you just miss it? You would have been on the floor with your sides hurting, Greg. Lorna missed it too. Yes. Oh my Lord.
Hey everybody, don't forget to hit the like. The likes.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
And share. Especially this one.
Oh my God.
Hey, you might get a whole bunch more new subscribers.
The channel where you truly do not know what's coming next.
Yeah.
I hope YouTube don't clip that for our little thumbnail, when they post it out there. That'd be bad.
Oh boy.
What did Amy do? Amy leave?
She said she may not be back.
It wasn't my fault.
Amy,
what the hell?
I think she's I think she's joking. Oh,
no, I hope so.
We didn't know it was completely innocent.
No, yeah, it was. We're not like that, Amy. You know better than that. So
Well, I'll agree with that, but completely innocent.
Yeah. That was maybe not everything, but that really was.
Yeah, that was innocent. Hello there, welcome to the
Oh, she was fake
game.
outrage. Amy, yeah, she said she's not going anywhere.
Man, that scared me. But that day so we used to Google stuff live on the air, and that one day I brought up Google. I Googled something. I'm like, oh hell no, I ain't doing that again. I forgot what looking up, but that was bad
on this show.
Yeah,
and I'm like, why is he putting this up there?
You have to do that every once in a while just to remind yourself not to do it more often.
Oh, that was bad, Tom. It was bad.
Oh yeah.
And then he started reading it out loud too.
Oh, Tio went back. She said, "Why did I scroll back?"
We really didn't know. Yes,
no, we did
not know.
We did not know.
And I feel like, you know what, though, I've watched several trailers from that, and I did not see that. Of course, that would be the one.
So I had a viewer.
He's blind right now. Oh no, I hope not.
Yeah, I had a viewer message me like last month. They're like, Grizzly. I'm like, yeah. They're like, you a member of such and such group? I'm like, yeah, that's a real spiritual group with psychics. Oh, no. And that's like, they let me go live in their group. They're like, I don't know about that group. I'm like, why? They're like, I don't know about that group. You may want to not be a member of that group. And I'm like, why? They're like, hold on. She's like, bear with me. Don't think nothing bad about me. And I'm like, what in the world? And next thing I know, my phone goes ding. And I look and I'm like, oh, it was worse than Sasquatch. And I'm like, what in the world? And she goes, yeah. She said, it's all in there. And I'm like, what do you mean it's all in there? I'm like, I went back to the group and it was flooded. And I'm like, I reached out to the owner of the group. I'm like, what are you doing? They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, look. And I forwarded it to them. They're like, well, we don't see it. And I'm like, it's in there. I'm like, I'm out. And I'm like, I cannot advertise in your all's group. And that there wasn't monitoring, and people were putting websites in there with you know what. Yeah,
because we had a bunch of that on coming in.
Well, somebody was doing mine, remember? And you was catching them.
Yes, I'm like, oh my, and it was like, gross.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the frig, man? But the owners were like, well, and I'm like, you got to watch that stuff. And this went back like 2 or 3 weeks. And because when we advertise, you know, we just drop them in the groups as I go, right? We don't sit there and go through the groups.
Right.
But she said, yes, you do have to monitor. But I was like, But so I'm thankful people reach out and tell me. So,
and then I was like, Grizzly, I want to make sure, because I don't know if I feel like I wasn't even. Maybe that was on your personal page. I wasn't even like,
it was the Grizzly.
Yeah, and I'm like, you got it. And he's like, what's going on? And I'm like, how am I going to send this picture to him? I don't want to get in trouble with Facebook. So I
I know.
So gross.
So it's just like I don't know how it's just like I don't understand why people do it, but interesting. So what we got tonight? I know, Barb, you got some stuff, don't you?
I had something that was pretty fun that happened. I don't remember if I told you, Grizzly, last year that I believe the Sasquatch ate all the grapes off these vines that I've been kind of tending to and trying to grow and twist them around the arbor and all that. Did you remember me telling you that? And and it was like about ready. And then we went somewhere for a few days. I think we went, maybe away for a long weekend and come back and the grapes, it's completely gone. And it wasn't even like, when deer or birds, they'll just rip stuff off. I mean, especially deer, they'll just take it and rip it, and you'll see it was very nicely plucked off of each bunch, just plucked off. So I thought, well, that's kind of So this year, I just have been saying to them, please, you're welcome to half, like Arla had said, right, Tom? Arla. Yes. Just and everybody. So I'm telling you, just half. So my daughter and I, Law and I went down there this past Sunday, and lo and behold, half of the grapes were gone. And I'm talking if you hold up a bunch of grapes, it'd be like a grape here, a grape there, a grape down here, here. Like something was in the middle taking grapes out. Wow. So they're literal half. Is literally half from a bunch. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know what else. How else you would could.
Sometimes they're just quite literal.
And that's they didn't know that I meant. I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Well,
take a bunch and leave me a bunch. No.
Yeah. I mean, people say that if
Yes.
you talk to them, they will listen and they would adhere to what you're saying. So.
Yep. Because I don't know how anything else would explain. And I'm not talking about one or two of the bunches. I'm talking about just about all of the bunches. There was half. And so again, I don't know what else what else would explain that?
No, because animals would just ravage it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, sure.
Animals would just ravage it.
And if it was a couple of the bunches, okay. I actually did a YouTube video on it. So if anybody, go to my YouTube and you can see, because I thought this is something cute that I have to share. Unfortunately, neither of us had our phones with it. My daughter-in-law and I we didn't have our phones, but it was also like getting dark. So I was like, I'm going to come down the next day and pick them and see, because I wasn't sure if what I was seeing was true. That was wow. So, Amy's putting on her church lady outfit.
Yeah.
Amy, that ain't gonna help you. Come on now. I mean, I got your crucifixes right here. I got Jesus statues all over my studio. I mean, so, but it was weird because one of the guys down there in Salt Fork, I don't know if I still got that video. I think I actually made it a video of it. He was talking about the guy that owned an apple orchard. I don't know if see if I still got that. Let me pull it up. Somebody ravaged his orchard. It happened overnight, and he was like, there's no way that people came in and did it.
Right. Yep.
Let me see where is his name is Jack. He's well known in the community around Ohio and Pennsylvania. Let's see, Jack, where you at? And of course, I don't see it. Maybe I didn't upload it. I thought I did. But here it is. I've got it. Let me go back. I hit the wrong one. Okay. And this is Jack talking about his buddy, I think, at the apple orchard. And this was fascinating. And action here. Oh. All right, let me try it again.
Crossing was a sighting. There's a huge apple farm, a fruit farm.
I stuck apples on the post by our house. I put them out there. They come up missing.
And then I got a report up in Harpersfield in Ashtabula. A guy owns an orchard there, and he's got a farmer's market stand out there. And that's his main thing is apples. He sells them. He said one night he got up and half of his orchard on one side was picked clean.
Wow.
And he says
their favorite thing.
There would have had to been an army of people there to do that.
Wow.
He says there was nobody there last night.
Yep.
And it was those apple snatchers.
That's what they call them up there in Ohio.
Apple snatchers, that's cute.
Apple snatchers.
Wow.
And evidently it started up a big controversy up in Ohio over that. And other farmers were complaining about the same thing. It didn't hit the whole farm. It was just like yours. It was like half. It was like they come in and only did half, not like throughout.
Yeah.
It was like they cut it in half. They're like, oh, y'all go over here. Don't go over here. Just stay right here. And, and some of these guys that do this, that's the only thing they live off, these older farmers, right? They have their stands out there next to the road, and that's it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's that I'll tell you. Yeah. And again, it was something really, really, really cool.
Speaking of apples and getting around to gifting, apples are one of my favorite things to gift when I gift any type of food at all. The two things that I do are apples and peanut butter. But when I do apples, I put them in a mesh sack, like an onion sack, and then hang it. And that way instantly whether Sasquatch got it or something else got it. Any other animal gets it, they're just going to rip the bag open and take the apples. For Sasquatch, they'll open it up, take the apples out, and leave the bag for you to refill again, or take the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah. So that works very well. And I like the peanut butter because I just love seeing that big finger down in the peanut butter.
I'll be honest with you, Tom. I'm not going to lie. Anytime I go to somebody's house and they want to know if I want peanut butter, I'm like, can I see your jar? That's the first thing I look for. That right there. Because if I see that, I don't want none. I'm just letting you know.
Well, I don't bring it back to reuse again after that.
You'll be surprised how many people do that. I'll be like, you want some peanut butter with your chili? I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, let me see that jar. I'm like, I'm good.
No, thank you.
What happened? I don't like that brand. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's so much difference in brands.
Right, yeah, right. So, but no, it's like Brian, he gifted peanut butter. A lot of people do. And, and everybody I know that gifts peanut butter, they do not like that extra crunchy. It's that texture. I don't know why they don't like the nuts in it.
Wow.
So, and they try putting different labels on them. They try because it's different colors, red and blue, right? And they tried switching the peanut butter out, and they still don't. Nope. Wow. So it was in Pennsylvania. Thank you. I knew it was Pennsylvania or Ohio, but yeah, thank you.
Oh wait, no, that was oops, I hit the wrong one.
Her grandparents.
Georgian. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh.
Okay.
They lived near a farm in the back 80. Oh, they loved her apple pie. Oh, would she make them leave the apple pie out for them?
Well, back then, what did they do when they bake apple pie? They put it in the damn window.
Put it out on the back porch and let it cool down. And the Sasquatch is like, thank you.
I got a video I'm playing Sunday on the Pulse. This guy's, I can't help it, playing golf. And the squirrel comes up and takes his pack of cigarettes. And this old man's trying to chase the squirrel around with the golf club. It's funnier than hell. Yeah, poor guy. Hey, YouTube user, how you doing?
I want to answer that question. And first of all, maybe that's a problem in other areas of the country where I go or where I have gone. That's never been a problem. There's never been more than one person doing any gifting, and I never do it enough so it becomes a habit.
Right.
It's a gift, not a habit, and because you don't want them dependent on you in any way, shape, or form. And also, I never leave high sugar foods like apple pie or something like that. They don't have dentists, and the last thing I want to do is run onto a 12-foot tall Sasquatch with an impacted wisdom tooth. I'm afraid they may be a little hard to talk with for a while.
I'm good. Gorgon says her grandmother used to tell him Bigfoot that it's hot. Come back later when it's cooled down. So yeah, she used to feed the damn thing. I'm telling you. And we hear this from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. People are coming forward with these stories. And it's just amazing. It's just like it's nonchalant, So,
Georgianne, what part of Pennsylvania was that? I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm anxious to hear. I had a woman on my show last Thursday, Tara Stephanie from Pennsylvania, and man, did she have the stories! Woo! Wow, that was amazing. She's from Western Pennsylvania. Wow.
Yeah, because blackberries are be coming in too, aren't they, right now? Or blackberries and stuff? Or is that
blackberries are about gone here? Huckleberries are going. And
we don't really have. Do we have mulberries out here? I know we did back east, but I don't know if we even have them.
No, not wild at any rate.
Yeah,
we have elderberries and such, but not mulberries.
What do you mean, Amy? Let me tell you something. If I'm going to eat something, I'm going to look in that jar. Hey, do you eat potluck, Amy? Because when I went to somebody's house, that's why I don't eat potluck. I'm just saying. I do love figs.
We have fig trees, but they're not. I don't know. Do fig trees do well out here, Tom? I don't even know.
No, they don't. We're too cold for fig trees.
Do you have fig trees, Grizzly? Probably.
Yeah, we have fig trees.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. 7 Spring. Oh, okay. Somerset, PA. Yeah. So it's Western. Yep. Yeah. Super active. area.
Well,
Wow.
maybe she needs to come on a Wednesday night and tell us some stories.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to. I know some people, they eat anything. I know who this is. This is Kat. I can tell by her energy.
Hey, honey.
Yeah, I can tell by her energy. But no, they eat anything that's edible. All kinds of fruits, berries.
Anything we can eat, they can eat.
Yeah.
Man, we
Now,
can
what's
eat
a
anything.
pawpaw tree?
Pardon
what's
me?
a paw? I'm sorry. What's a pawpaw tree? Because Roger Blair said we've got pawpaw trees here where I live in Eastern.
Let's see if I can pull one up here up on.
That's one of those things that grows back east. It doesn't grow out here.
Yeah, here we go. That's a weird. I think I got the scientific name for this. Yeah, I do. This is what it looks like. All right, here we go. Diagamacanus catus or something.
Oh.
Armis or something, commonly known as pawpaw.
Huh. Wow.
Bigger picture.
Whoa. I don't know if I've ever had one of those.
I didn't figure I'd get a bigger one, but no. No, don't get bigger. So, yeah. So that's a pawpaw.
Yeah. Wow.
I've always said if Columbus had sailed the Pacific, we still wouldn't be settled the other side of the Rockies. There's no reason to go back there unless you got family. So.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, okay. It's orange and sweet. Never had a pawpaw.
No, never have either.
She says they don't like pickles. Granddad called them woolly boogers. Well, you know what? I'll be honest with you. When I first hung around people in the South, I didn't know what boogers were.
Yeah.
I thought it was a monster.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, what are these boogers? They're like, man, they're all over in the woods.
Yeah.
I didn't know what they were.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
it tastes similar to a mix of a banana and a peach, Roger says. Wow. Yeah, that's what Tara had said too, that when she camped at Salt Fork in July, but you weren't there in July, right, Grizzly?
I was there in August.
Yeah. So, and she said they were talking about, I don't know if that was the first time, but she was saying about calling them boogers. And she's like, what is a booger? What do you mean boogers?
Yeah, that's what they call them. Yeah.
Yep. Hi, Lulu.
Hey, Lulu. Trina says that she went in the area this past week and got her first evidence of Bigfoot. So I'm going to wait to really excited to hear that. So
awesome.
I think she said she had Renee and somebody else look at it and said, yeah, it was Bigfoot. So, and she's crazy. She goes out by herself. I'm like, what's wrong with you? So I showed somebody my pew pew, my Super Red Hawk 4.4. They're like, damn, what is that, Grizzly? I'm like, that's for boogers.
Yeah, right.
Whatever.
Oh, Grizzly.
Grizzly. When I was in Arizona, I pulled that out. They're like, damn, dude, what's that for? And I'm like, monsters. Anyway.
And just I don't know. I always imagine like I think I said this to Tom about like the Jax Links commercial where the guys are messing around with Sasquatch and he takes and throws them. That'll be Grizzly.
I know, right?
Here's you and your gun.
Right. I know, right? So it's crazy. She said it was in Fork Run State Park. No, in Ohio, I think. So
yeah.
You know what? I'll be honest with you, Gorgan. Every time we go up the Salt Fork, it's like the Civil War. From laughing. I mean, there are some packing, tooting, poking people with some toting guns up there, and they don't care because I guess they know our intentions, and they don't care if we have them because everybody, we have them not for them. Is because of people out in the woods when we go out, bad intentions, bad people, and it doesn't bother them. They come up to camp, they bother us out in the woods, and Old Bear and Renee and Tim confirmed. So that's what Trina says. So it's valid.
Yeah.
But I think you all said that too, right, Barb and Tom, about people with pew-pews?
yeah, absolutely. If they know your intention with them, and if they don't, they'll ask you or they'll stay away from you.
Yeah.
But, oh my gosh.
Ask Rick Taylor how they find out.
Yeah. That was the one with when he was with Arla and yeah.
They told him to step away from Arla, and when he did, they said, "Why do you have a gun?"
Oh, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He said that on one of the shows, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, where I live, that it's big, there people, you can hear gunshots all the time, and it's just people target practicing and practicing. Yep. It's just very common. But this peninsula is just loaded with them. So
y'all got bears, do you? Or do you have bears?
Yeah, black bears. I mean, in where I live. Do we? I don't know. Do we have brown bears? I know.
No, we have grizz in the very northern, northeastern part of the state, and they're trying to introduce them back into the Cascades, which is absolutely stupid. I mean, people live there now and have cattle, and grizz don't have a bit of sense as far as what's taboo and what isn't.
Right.
Now, grizzlies are the ones that get big, right?
Oh yeah, they get big and they get mean, and they
Mm-hmm.
I have no fear of a black bear whatsoever. That they're I've walked up to them.
Unless they're with the cubs, you don't want to get in the
oh no, you're not going to get between mama. Yeah, but grizz, I won't even approach them.
Oh no.
Now what's the old saying? Brown never ran down, or black play dead, or there's a saying.
Well, and either one of them, if you're ever attacked, that's the best thing you do. Just roll up on a ball, protect your belly, and let them do what they will with the less tasty parts of you, and hope they get tired.
Yeah.
Alexa, what's the old saying with black and brown bear? If
I'm not quite sure how to help you.
She doesn't know that. All right, let me Google it. There's a saying about black and brown bear. Does anybody know it in the chat? What's the saying?
I know with black bear, you just kind of yell, "Hey bear, hey bear!" Try and make yourself bigger and bang things and scream and yell, and that.
Oh, okay. Here it is. Although the bear safety rhyme: if it's a brown bear, lay down. If it's a black, fight black. Fight back.
Mm-hmm.
If it's white, good night. What the hell? Good night.
Yeah.
Sounds like good advice. You have to know what bears are attacking you before you decide what's the best way to respond. What the hell? Are you black or brown?
They're pretty easy to tell apart.
So it is brown, lay down, black, fight back. I knew it was something like that.
Yeah.
Do the hokey pokey. Do the hokey pokey.
The last thing you ever want to do is try to run, because I guarantee you can't outrun them. And then
no. Have you ever outrun a damn dog? That's how I got bit on the booty when I was a kid.
Yeah. One thing there was a story about that. Two fellows, a bear was getting ready to attack him. One of them sits down and starts put on tennis shoes, and his partner looks at him and says, "You don't think you can outrun that bear, do you?" He said, "I don't have to outrun the bear. I just got to outrun you."
You, right?
Well,
so what you do, you
good point.
reach over and wrap your partner on the knee real fast and take off.
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with you, Tom? Hey, you're staying 17 feet away from me. We were out in the woods.
He told Brian and I the other day that he's 83 years old. How do you think he got to be 183 years old?
Oh my God.
Not by
That's what I felt like about then.
Unbelievable.
Don't get old. It's not worth it. I want you to know that. It's
but
tough on the old bod.
What's the alternative? I mean,
going to see what come next.
Yeah.
And I know I got great things waiting for us.
Yeah.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
So I don't know if any of you guys have heard about Thomas Seawood from Sasquatch Island.
Oh yes, I know Tom Seawood very well.
Yeah, he posted a pretty cool thing about he had on Facebook, he had went on a rafting expedition through the Hoh Forest on the Olympic.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, yeah.
They took
And
a day off or something, and him and his or somebody.
Yep. And they said it's an area with cliffs, with really high cliffs, and they parked the boat, and it was where they parked it. It was pretty much impenetrable to get back into the woods. They walked in about 40 feet from the riverbank, and they found a kid's plastic water gun. And they're like, now how would this have ever gotten here? It's just not an area. They found tree breaks up pretty high and a cave. Oh, that looked like it was dug out. They found possible tracks. And they heard chattering and chirps and some potential vocals, and they saw it. I know that they got back in there. There really wasn't a lot of area for them to investigate. Got back on their rafts, and as they were continuing on, they saw a huge teepee structure. Just huge. So they're going to try to. Go ahead, Tom.
The cliffs sound like they were up on the South Fork of the Hoh River.
Okay.
And I know that area really well, logged up in that country. And yes, it's rife with Sasquatch. They're just virtually everywhere up there. And one thing you have to be very careful of with structures and things that you find there, that water level varies so much there. The whole river will go from a little bitty narrow stream, and after a rainstorm will be 50 feet deep, because it drains the west side of the Olympic Mountains, and it'll raise 20 feet overnight. And so a lot of those benches like that, stuff will float in, and then when the water drops, it gets left there too. So you have to be very careful in investigating that area. But it is absolutely beautiful. I mean, spruce trees, 14, 16 foot in diameter, big hemlocks, Doug fir, just absolutely gorgeous country. And you've got on the north side of the river, you've got the national park. And then on the south side, it's state land mostly. Sometimes some private land, but yeah, it's well worth spending the time to get there. Anybody that comes to this state and doesn't spend time on the Olympic Peninsula on those rivers, either the Hoh or the Bogasheel, either one, even the Queets, Quileute. Have you noticed a few Indian names here?
Yeah.
You got to remember, we were settled by trappers, and
yes,
south of the Columbia River, that was settled by Easterners that came out, and so you've got places like Salem and Oswego, and names that came with it. Here it's all Indian names because it was settled by trappers. As a matter of fact, when they divided England or Canada from the U.S., England wanted the border to be the Columbia River, which all of Washington State would have then been part of Canada.
Oh, wow.
And that's, if you remember your history, 40-year fight, that's where they came from. And they settled on the 49th parallel.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my husband and I are going to the coast in October, and I want to spend some time in the national, kind of in the, well, maybe not in the park, but where do you think we should go? What can you recommend? We're not going to camp. We're staying in like the Pacific City area, and I want to go to all the northern beaches, but what about on the interior? What would you suggest? And it'll just be like hiking for the day.
Well, get with me personally on this, because I've got some really good recommendations. But the trip up the Hoh River is gorgeous. Bogasheel, you can't get far. You just run out of road. But the Goodman Creek main line that runs, I don't think you can get on there anymore. But the Clearwater main line runs from the Hoh River inland and copper mine bottoms, and that's a great area, wonderful area to be in. I'll show you how to get there.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah,
I spent all the time I could in that country. Yeah, it's wonderful. And like I say, there's elk everywhere, so that means there's Sasquatch everywhere. Rivers are full of salmon. I mean, this time of the year, you can walk across the rivers on the salmon.
Wow.
And,
amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, Blazer said, yeah, that rain, that's what it'll do. Oh yeah. I'm in Western Washington. Yeah, we know. It's okay. But
we don't, Dolores.
We're just used to it. We don't even use that someone isn't from here if you see them with an umbrella.
Yeah, really. Isn't that the truth?
What do you mean?
Right.
Yeah.
It was raining the other day, and I had to make a post office run, so I get on my little scooter, head out, and it rained the whole way there and the whole way back, and I wasn't a bit wet.
Yep.
So, Barb, what you got going on tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I have John Stasko Jr. coming on, and he's going to talk about aliens. He is he's just a viewer favorite, and so that's
that.
Yeah. So he's going to talk about aliens because he has had almost as many years as you, Tom, with researching in Pennsylvania.
Wow.
I want to say,
yeah. Well, there's anybody as old as I was.
Over 50, and he's researched from the paranormal to Sasquatch to other cryptids and aliens, and so that's going to be that'll be a good show.
That will be an interesting show.
Yeah. Speaking of Oregon, though, there was a pretty interesting report that I saw from Reedsport, Oregon, and I'm wondering if Blazer, if you're familiar with that area. You probably are. You Tom? Are you familiar with that area, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this
was
on
the coast.
Okay. All right. Well, this was from March. A man was driving his dirt bike near his home, and he found a large amount of bones on a trail, like huge animal bones, like a large amount. And this was a trail that he took his dirt bike on very frequently. And so it really freaked him out that, he didn't say when, but recently he had been on this trail and there's nothing. And all of a sudden there's this massive pile of bones. So it really freaked him out. The other thing was that something kept yelling, help, help.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And he said it was like, at first he said, he maybe responded like, hello. And nobody responded. So he was like, you know what? And it was a creepy help. He said it sounded human, but then it didn't. So then he ended up, he just left. And then 4 months later, he decides, he gets the nerve to go back into the woods. And as soon as he gets into the woods, they got really, really quiet. So he got a video of what he's not sure if it was a white Sasquatch or it was really a very skinny Sasquatch. And if it was, or he said he didn't know if it was an alien but it was just completely white and very thin. But he said it had like what he thought was like a Sasquatch face, though. So I don't know.
Could very, very easily be a young adult.
Okay.
Yeah. He hadn't filled out yet. Yeah.
Okay. So he was so freaked out, he ended up moving. He moved out of that area because he was like, I have no intention of going back into these woods again. But the help, have you heard of them? Like, maybe, I'm wondering, was it trying to scare him away by doing?
Probably there may have been, he may have had youth with him, which they do quite often. They'll be the babysitter for the clan. And that age group, and they would be very, very protective of those youth and wouldn't want anybody around them, and they'd do whatever they could to scare anybody away, to cause them to go the other direction.
Okay. All right. let's see. Several years ago, I owned 80 acres. Oh. But no signs of Bigfoot in Weaverville, California.
Yeah, that's just out from Redding away, west of Redding, going towards Arcata, Eureka area.
But no signs of Bigfoot. I mean, maybe they just. That's such a large area, though. I feel like they.
And it is, and there's so much area that's off the road there, and it's steep.
Yeah.
Oh man, is it steep country?
Oh, so that's a perfect area for them. Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
steeper than a cow's face. Oh.
Wow. Yeah. Gosh, we have a lot of cool people. Yeah, we got to get our viewers on and.
Yeah, I know, right?
You guys call in or something, so I'd love to hear these about all of this. Yeah.
All right. I guess we'll call it a wrap then, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll make sure and tune in for Barb's show tomorrow. Yeah. And Tom, you have anything you want to wrap up with, or?
No, I'm in good shape for right now. We had great shows this last week with the Pork and Pappy show. We had Angelique Benham and her son, Mitch Willie, on Sunday, and that was dynamite. Then we even topped that on Tuesday when we had Miss Barb with us and had a great time on that one. So, yeah, and then tonight we get to be here. So then tomorrow we get to see her there. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a good week. Yeah.
So great. All right, ladies and gentlemen, from coast to coast, around the world. Good night, everybody. We'll see you. Catch you
tomorrow.
Bye,
guys. Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good